Hey guys, it's Aditi here, and in today's session we are going to read a beautiful essay which was written by Joseph Addison, Sir Roger at Church. While reading it from the textbook, you may find it quite irritating. But trust me, when you will read the summary of the chapter, it's one of the best chapters that one can ever read. So let's begin. To spend Sunday in village, it's a pleasure for Addison. He says that he is very happy with country Sunday, and he thinks if keeping these kind of meets on 7th day, that is referred to Sunday, is only a human institution. That means it's a way to teach villagers about God, the Supreme Being. It's a step towards improving and civilizing the villagers, that is, turning them into meaningful mankind. Addison is sure that if there were no such frequent meets and get-together, the country people will soon decline into uncultured people. They will become mannerless and uncultured, because on every Sunday in holy meet, whole villagers meet together with their best attire and best faces to talk, to have conversation with one another on different topics. In this meet, their duties were explained to them, that what they have to do and how they have to perform a particular task. And then they all joined together for worship of Jesus Christ, the Supreme Being. Addison further adds that Sunday clears away all the laziness of week. It clears away all the roughness and boredom of week. Not because Sunday reminds them about the religious ideas and various topics to speak, but because it brings all the male, female children to the church in their best dresses and most cheerful mood. It makes people appear in their best advantages in the eye of the fellow villagers. Each country fellow differentiates himself as in churchyard as a citizen judge upon the change. Here, the change is referred to Royal Exchange in London, where business is transacted. The whole parish politics, that is, relationship and interaction of top level of officers, is discussed there either after prayer or before the prayer bell rings. In the next paragraph, Addison talks about his friend Sir Roger. He says that his friend Sir Roger is good churchman. He visits the church regularly and upholds its rights and privileges. He has decorated the interior of church with beautiful texts of Bible of his own choice. In the same way, he has given a beautiful tablecloth and relaid it, meaning he has put the cloth on all four sides of communion table on which prayer are made. He bought that cloth with his own money. Addison says that Sir Roger told him that when he came to village, he found his parishioners, that means people who visit to church for prayer, were very irregular, and to make them particular, at the same time, he employed some of the singing masters who go home to teach people holy songs. They instruct villagers rightly in lyrics, and now villagers are proud on themselves because now they can sing rightly and beautifully. Sir Roger is landlord of whole gathering at the church, so he keeps all the parishioners in good order, and he allows to sleep nobody beside himself in the church during the prayer. Beside that, if by chance he drift into short nap during the prayer, but after recovering from it, he stands up and look around if anyone else is sleeping, and if he finds one, then he either wakes them himself or sends his servants to them. Several other awkward things happen on these occasions with Sir Roger. Sometimes he would continue singing the plasma song after others have done with it. And sometimes when he is pleased with prayer, he pronounces Amen 3-4 times to the same prayer. And sometimes he stands up when everyone else is upon their knees and praying. He used to count the parishioners if anyone was missing. Now Joseph Addison says that yesterday Joseph Addison was very surprised to hear his old friend in middle of prayer. His friend was asking some John Matthew about what he was doing and asked him not to bother other gathering. John Matthew was an idle fellow, and that time he was kicking his foot heel to the ground which was making noise. Sir Roger wants to keep all the parishioners well disciplined, so he used his authorities whenever he finds any of them misbehaving. But he uses his authority in very cynical manner. However, the people of villages are simple and unframed. They do not feel that there is anything odd or strange in their conduct of Sir Roger. They do not find anything ridiculous in his behavior. Moreover, the knight has number of good qualities in his character. He is man of good sense and his high worth of character. Therefore, his oddities do not appear as false to the villagers. They only serve to heighten his good qualities. His qualities shine all better in contrast with his petty faults. As soon as the prayer finished, nobody was there to move till Sir Roger is gone out of church. The knight, which is referred to Sir Roger, walked down from his seat and walked out from the way which was reserved for the rich. Now he inquired each of his tenants whose mother, father, son or wife was not seen at church, which was a secret rebuke to the absent person. A member of clergy told Addison that upon a catechizing day, when Sir Roger was pleased with a boy who answered correctly all the questions, he ordered a Bible to give him for encouragement. Sometimes he also gave a side of pig, which was salted and roasted, to his mother. In the same manner, he adds 5 pounds to his clerk's salary, in order to encourage other fellows to make perfect church services. Joseph Addison finds that there is fair understanding between Sir Roger and his parishioners. Their cooperation is doing good, and it is remarkable because the very next village is famous for this difference. They live in the state of war. The priest always delivers a sermon because villagers never come to church. All the villagers have become atheists and they are very irregular if they ever come to church. At last, Addison gives the moral of essay. He says that quarrel between squires and clergymen are very common in villages. Quarrel of this kind have very harmful effect on ordinary people. Therefore, such quarrel should be avoided. Generally speaking, people are impressed by riches. As a result, people pay as much regard to a rich man as to learned man. They will not pay any attention to any truth that is preached to them, however important it may be. They know that there are many rich men who do not believe in it. Conduct of rich people has deep influence on ordinary people. And with this moral, he ends his essay.